Hey guys, it's Plum and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a new build for you guys. Today I'm building a tiny castle, and this is just with the Castle Estate kit, which is new. If you haven't gotten it yet, you might want to check it out if you're into that sort of thing. And also the tiny living pack. Other than that, it doesn't have any more packs. But yeah, when this kit first came out, I wasn't super excited, if I'm honest, because I'm not into like building medieval stuff. If you've been following me for a while, you might like notice that I'm like a lot into like modern builds and just stuff that I actually see in real life, and I don't often see castles in real life. But yeah, I thought I wasn't going to be able to build anything with this, but because I'm also like, aside from just building modern stuff, I'm also not too good at building huge stuff, and castles, as you know, are usually big. So I thought of doing this like tiny castle just to kind of stay within my comfort zone, just like kind of a little bit. But I think it turned out really nicely. I struggled a bit with the outdoors because I kind of wanted this to be an actual tiny home, which is why I still use the tiny living pack, because I wanted it to be actually functional as a tiny home. So I kept it within 100 tiles, and I successfully did it. And this build actually turned out pretty nicely, if I may say so myself. Like, I feel like it's actually one of my favorite builds to date that I've done. So I'm actually super proud of this. And I haven't really watched any videos on this like prior like playing it, so I don't know how people feel about it, because like I said, I'm not really into medieval stuff, so I don't really know what to look for, if that makes sense. So I didn't really want to do a review on it, because I feel like I wouldn't be able to do an actual like fair review. But after I've recorded this build, like I think a lot of people have like mixed feelings about it. I think someone on Reddit had like a very thorough review on it, because like they're into like medieval builds and like historical builds and stuff like that. So I don't know, they're probably a better person to refer to. So if you're looking for a review, this is really not gonna be that video for you. This is just literally me trying to like build something with very limited knowledge. So yeah, but with my very limited knowledge, I actually really like this kit. I feel like for the $5, I feel like it's worth it. I don't know, just like personally, I'm not gonna say like purchase it like it's worth it for everybody, but for me personally, I feel like it adds a lot to the game. And I particularly like this wallpaper with like the moss on it. I don't really know if that's the right term, but there's just like greenery coming out of it, so I love that. And I don't know, I think this build turned out really cute, because it's just super cute to me, like the irony of having like a tiny castle, because castles are usually like large and spacious and just like very, very grand, but a tiny castle is just super cute for me. So, and it's actually my first time building something in this style, so I really liked it actually. So right now you can see me kind of decorating the exterior. I spent quite a bit of time in the exterior because I just didn't know. I know I keep repeating this, but I don't usually build stuff like this. So I just kept like looking at references and stuff like that. And I was just experimenting with different stuff. Right now I'm trying to add columns, but that didn't work. So I think I ended up adding like all of these in all of the corners, but I ended up deleting them all. So we're just gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, but let me veer away from this kit for a bit and actually talk about the goth kits that came out too. I don't know what the actual name of the kit was. I forget, but I actually recorded a video on it because I wanted to do a townie makeover on the goths. If you haven't watched my video, because I already did a townie makeover in the goths, but obviously we didn't have that goth kit yet. But I tried to like make the goths more goth, if that makes sense, with the new kit. And again, I'm not really like the perfect person to review that, and I just didn't want to spit out some like opinions that might not matter or might offend some people, but I don't know. I just my verdict is that I feel like it's lacking a lot. Like, I was so shocked to find out that there are no hairs that came with a kit. It's just so weird. Like, for a cast kit, like, you would expect at least like 1 or 2 hairs. And I don't know, I feel like hairs are super important for like the goth look to achieve it. So I really don't know why they didn't add those. And I think I watched a review by Sachon Sims, and I feel like it's pretty, because I didn't know if it was just me or if the kit was just like really lacking. I know kits are like super meant to be like super small and niche and stuff like that, but it was just so weird for me because it was super lacking, and it just felt like they just put on like black stuff and just called it a day, you know, and just decided to sell it for $5, and it just didn't make sense to me. Like, I didn't want to support that. So I ended up scrapping that video because the video ended up being like 8 minutes long, and that's without me speeding it up. Like, I was able to give them a makeover in 8 minutes, like the whole goth family, like 4 of them. And there were no this is another thing that shocked me a lot, is that there are no kid stuff at all. So it's just really weird for me. And there's this little eyeshadow that was so weird for like females. It was not the vibe. I was just not feeling it. So I ended up scrapping that video and just went with this one instead, which I actually liked. So I don't know, I'm just going to call this a win because I actually really liked how this build turned out. I also tried to like play with terrain a bit, and terrain always scares me, like not terrain painting, but actually like controlling the levels and stuff. And I added in this pond, and I'm super proud of it, honestly. So yeah. And you see me like cutting a lot on this part, which is not intentional, to be honest. Like, I know it's weird that the interior is suddenly like furnished and stuff, but I think what happened was I took a break or something, and then I forgot to unpause my OBS. And this happened to me before, and I told myself that I would just never pause my OBS because this ends up happening a lot. So I promise, I swear this time I'm not gonna do it for future videos. But I don't think we missed much, actually. It's just me basically like picking out wallpapers and stuff, and just like picking out this couch, like this living room set, which I ended up really liking. This is kind of cramped, but everything is play tested, don't worry. The kitchen is fully functional. I think the bathroom, which you'll be seeing in a bit, wasn't functional, but I kind of changed things up a little when I play tested it after this. So I think the toilet and the sink end up being on the window side instead of on the left. So yeah, that's what changed. Some minor changes here and there just to make the rooms functional. Okay, I know I keep like forgetting how to speak and stuff like that, and I think that's because I haven't recorded in a long time, so you would have to bear with the voiceover in this video because I'm just not at my best at the moment. But I'm trying to be back again. I'm trying to be more consistent again because I don't know, I've just gone through like a lot of personal stuff recently, but everything's well and good now, so hopefully I'll be able to like get back and be more consistent. But anyway, so right now we're on the bedroom, and this was kind of decorating is always fun, but this was obviously like kind of a challenge for me because, as I mentioned, I don't really do medieval stuff. So but it was kind of a fun exercise because I got to use like stuff that I normally wouldn't use, like this clock. And I think I ended up using the dresser, like this kind of super traditional dresser. I'd never use that. Even this bed, actually, like I never use because it's too like old fashioned for most of the builds that I do. So yeah, even this mirror, like a lot of these things I've never used before, even though most of them are base game actually, because we mostly got like build stuff instead of buy stuff for this pack, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I ended up really liking how even the interiors turned out. So really proud of this, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up for now. If you want to download this, it's on the gallery. My ID is just plumtownie. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.